coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the New York Jets. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway here on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Now Hall to start the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. You talk about this Lions defense. They enter play ranked 8th against the run in the NFL.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Wilson. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. And the slot man goes in motion left. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Gibbs straight ahead, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Excellent effort defensively by him. 2 tackles for a loss last week, now 1 here in the first quarter.
He's an absolute disruptor, isn't he? And I think most offenses would love to go against guys who just want to hold the point of attack and try and keep things clean for their linebackers. But when they make those moves and they can get upfield, pass the offensive line into the backfield, that's hard to handle.
Call it no gain there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
19 tight, 19 tight. 18, right here.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A pretty good mark there. They needed 14. They got 14 on third down. Well, Charles, it's early, but that's a key third down conversion. Remember, they forced the turnover on the opening drive. Now they're in a position where they look like they'll at least get 3 out of this.
A great example of complementary football if they're able to cash this in, isn't it, partner? Because defense does this job, takes it away, turns over the offense. Here's pick up a nice first down there. Maybe it's time to think about taking a shot at the end zone because it looks like the field goal is almost assured.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Looking to throw, Hooker. And this is going to be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks. The Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Mecole Hardman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. And now it's blocked. This is going the other way. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, there's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry, it's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's what I was just going to say. First quarter, we'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax.
Whoa. Bad move. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. You talk about this Jets defense. And they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
He's airing it out for Williams. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Detroit. 64 yards.
Let's go now.
They'll run with Gibbs. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Again, it's Gibbs. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. Hooker. Dancing to his left. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
Zerline's kick is up and through. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing on 1st down. Cheney. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And they'll get this right past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
He scored their touchdown earlier, and this had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambling for answers, looking at each other, trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy, because right now, he's absolutely shredding them.
Okay, ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hurry, hurry. Ready, ready.
Looking to throw. Cheney. Pass hauled in by Johnston. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And that's on big Mekhi Becton, first-round pick in 2020.
Come on, come on.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Go street. Ready.
Back to throw. Cheney. He finds Wilson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
On 1st down, Cheney buying time to his left. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Ready.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to widen their advantage. So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2. They're going to try and run. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, That's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
60 Bobcat.
Hooker's going to throw it. His throw incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Hooker. And that is incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Fighting him off. That'll go as a 39-yard punt. Give him 9 on the return. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Chaney. And it'll be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Panther 11. 18, Rebel, 18, set, Temple, set.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Here's Hooker. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. On 1st and 10, Hooker. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converted on his man and broke the play up.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
7 Pirates. Buffalo 18.
Now Hooker. It's Williams on the catch. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
On the set.
Hooker to the air yet again. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Brandon Smith puts it on. And the Jets are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Come on.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense. Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson, 31 yards. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by York is up and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Hooker now off play action. This one swung out to Montgomery. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Get it.
First down throw here. It's Hooker. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The former 3rd overall pick, Quentin Williams, there to bring him down. And this offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
On 2nd down, Hooker. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. Hook up a 15 yards there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Hooker going to change things up a bit. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Here we go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Hooker to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
2nd and 10. Throwing. Hooker. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
3rd down. Hooker looks to throw it. And that one too wide and incomplete. So a couple of 1st downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Finds Johnston. And he's out of bounds right around the 34. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. Off-play action. Chaney. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. We welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be Lions football to start the 2nd half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this 3rd quarter from their 25-yard line. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the 3rd quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
60 average.
Off play action. Here's Hooker. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Working out of the shotgun, Hooker. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw again. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 32-yard line.
Come on. Hey. On the ball.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. To throw on second down, here's Hooker. Throw left side, complete to Isabella. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hooker. And his throw here is incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
From the gun, it's Hooker. That ball complete to Isabella. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll look to throw again. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that will cut the lead down to 13. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
60 Eagles, 60. Ready.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. Chaney. They'll roll him out right. We get the USC man, Elijah Vera Tucker. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Hurt. Check smash.
Looking to throw. Chaney. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Levi Onwuzurike charging in and finishing off the sack. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They were maybe hoping for a little bit of a back shoulder fade there, and that's a play that's been in vogue the last few years in all aspects of football. But they couldn't get the hook up there.
Fielded just inside the 30. Fighting through, and he's got space. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. They go play action. Here's Hooker. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jamison Williams, 61 yards. And the Lions have cut it back within a score. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. This taken in right around the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They go play action here on first down. Oh, the turnover fuss continues. Here's another interception. It's Brian Branch with it. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Now Zuerlein on to add the extra point. And that one puts them on top here in the third. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Offense taking over for their next possession. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt, Charles, with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Ready.
On first down, right back to Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
Go.
Looking to throw on second down. Chaney. And Wilson with it, complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
You think about the great receivers in the game, what do they have in common? The ability to create separation in their routes. Whether it's a head fake, a sharp cut, selling a different route, the subtle bump, it's a tough skill to teach. And this is well done here to get open and pick up the first down.
51 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. Back now here on EA Sports. And we've got a dandy here. A one-point game as we begin the fourth. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Cheney looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
To throw on 2nd down. Cheney. And it's caught. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
And now they'll shift things around. They'll look to run with Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Big play coming now for the Jets as they'll set up to go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Let's go now.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Hooker. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw, Hooker. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game?
No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
Trap 50, trap 50. Hey, smash.
Throwing after the interception. Hooker. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he takes this beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quick.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. It's Chuck Clark picking it off, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Hold it ready. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
On 1st and 10, Chaney forced out to his left. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Come on, come on. 65 down. 65 down. On the ball, on the ball. Ready.
Looking to throw. Chaney. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. That sack courtesy of Jack Campbell. A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Panther 11, Panther 11. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll just get rid of it. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Hooker wants to change the look. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll go for it. Hooker. That is incomplete. possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Chaney. And it's a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example.
He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jets look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
That one let go deep for Laporta. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Hooker now on 2nd down. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. And this offense on 3rd down today, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Hooker's going to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Trying to throw again here. Hooker. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Hooker now off play action. He's airing it out for Williams. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for Detroit. 57 yards. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Let's go.
Hooker now on 1st down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
60 Maverick. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. 19 Lions. Dragon 60.
Again, it's Hooker looking to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Come on.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
19.
Here's Hooker to throw it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th.
18 Rattler.
Hooker going to try and throw for it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Andy Isabella, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Zerline now for the PAT. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Jets have got it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Ready.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Here's 1st and 10.
Seven Pirates.
Now Hooker. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play, but in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd down.
Buffalo 18.
Here's Hooker. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
70 Rangers. Big hurt. Ready.
Throwing here is Hooker. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Jets are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Jets, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile,
listen, the past bananas, but I haven't seen it. You thought it was over. You bragging ignorance. You lack the vision from sacrilegious. I feel my ratchets. You ever offended my clearly crafted mission with crass intentions. You may have given them credit so they can save now. This ain't the